outside. C12, 9-11, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Down. Hey, go Fury. Ready?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check back. Green back. Hut, hut.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Ready, ready, steal, check, steal.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Tua on 4th down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Jones.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From the 6.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Man open is Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the 35 on 2nd down.
Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tua sets up to pass it.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready. Check you.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
He'll hit Mostert again here.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tua got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Okay, right?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Robinson hauling it in outright. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night, and the Giants are back within a score. Gano the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, Ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Here we go.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Tua going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Barkley inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, when getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.